Hey everybody, Will here from RCI, and unfortunately I will not be with the guys this weekend for the podcast, and I know that they're going to be talking about the Xbox One that was announced today, so I actually wanted to go ahead and chime in, give my thoughts on the system reveal, and let you guys know what I think. So let's go ahead and bring up a picture of what it looks like. There's the Xbox One in the middle there. There's the new controller. And up top there is the new Kinect. So a lot of people are joking that the Xbox One looks like an old record player or, like an old tape player. To me, yeah, I can see the similarities, but I just kind of don't care. I'm one of those people that really doesn't care what my system looks like. The one benefit that I would prefer is it being flat, and if I could stand it on its side, perfect. Because sometimes space is limited, so. They didn't mention terribly much about the controller. They said something along the thumbsticks or the trigger buttons are going to be more sensitive to, how hard you push them and things like that. And the Kinect is, they actually went into that a little bit. They talked about how it was, it can realize joints and things like that on your body more effectively, and just overall be better and more receptive to your movements. And they showed a couple new movements, such as grabbing and pulling to expand an item, or to grab and push in to decrease the size of an item. Like if you're playing a video game and you want to make it smaller so you can look at something else, then that's what you would use that for. Cool, makes sense. It's obviously the next stage of whatever Kinect would be able to do. So, speaking of Kinect, the next thing that that I want to talk about is it's called what is it called? Snap mode. Basically, what it is for multitaskers like myself. You have the ability to go between TV, video game, music, instantaneously on the fly. And it was pretty cool. They showed a video where the head guy that was up there said Xbox TV. And within a second or two, it went to the TV. Then he said Xbox game, went right into a racing game. Obviously, it was Forza 5 that they bring up later. Then they talked Xbox music, and basically this system, the Xbox One, has 3 operating systems that allow it to go in between different apps and responsibilities within the system, such as internet or the game, etc., pretty instantaneously, which is pretty awesome. Like I said, I am a multitasker, so I could easily see myself using this. Another good thing that I would like to see in this system is possibly like a note reminder, like an alarm clock or something along those lines. That way you could set like, let's just say that you have to go pick up your kid at 5:30 and you really want to get some Call of Duty in. Set your alarm for 5:15. That way at 5:15 something pops up on the screen and says just alarm. You don't even have to put what it was for unless you wanted to. But especially since you're using the Kinect voice application so strongly, if you went Kinect alarm 5:15 pick up kid, why not? Why wouldn't that work? I'm not saying that it's not implemented. I just think that would be a nice implementation. The next thing is the smart matchmaking. Now, they haven't gone terribly much into this, but it seems like it would be really interesting. Basically, what they're saying is, let's say that you're playing Call of Duty. The matchmaking system will automatically determine your skill and do its best to match people up with your skill. Now, I understand that Xbox One, is putting this through, but I think that this would have more heavily rely on the game servers. At least that would be my impression. And so I would also be interested to see where they're pulling this information from, as far as how skilled you are. Is it going to be based on achievements? Because let's go back to Call of Duty. 99% of the achievements, if not all of them, are all based on the story, rather than the actual online mode. So I don't know where they're coming up with this stuff. I've already seen it implemented in games already, especially like Street Fighter 4, and other fighting games like that. So this isn't a big surprise. I'm just Let me rephrase that. It is a surprise that they even mention it. It's here. It's been here for years, and I don't know why the system itself needs to do it when the game servers can do it themselves. Another thing that's been mentioned is game achievements can be changed in response to player behavior. Was a little bit confusing to me, and what this means is game studios can change the names or add achievements on the fly, I believe. They cited the "I took an arrow to a knee" meme. Explains how game makers might hinge their extrinsic rewards on post-launch reactions. So I think maybe changing things within the game, such as achievements. I've seen achievements added with DLC, so whatever. This is such a minor note to me that I don't care. Xbox One lets you play immediately during install. Oh, this is another thing that I should talk about. So, this is one of the big things about the Xbox. It has a 500 gig internal hard drive, and supposedly, it's not confirmed, mandatory. Whenever you put in a disk, it needs to copy that information to the hard drive. Now, a couple of big issues that I see with this are the hard drive's 50 gigs. When you are putting in 50 gigabyte discs, the Blu-ray discs, you're talking 10 games for the lifespan of the system. I'm sure that that's not the way that it is, but they need to explain it better, and I'm sure that they will at E3. But it just doesn't make sense at this point. They need to better explain how this system works. And there's a little bit of a mixed information as far as how used games go. Initially, they said that used games would be able to be played on multiple systems for a fee. So basically, let's just say that I have my friend here. I put the game, I just bought it into my Xbox. It downloads the information to the hard drive. Now I no longer need a disc. Not at all. It's on the hard drive. So then I give the disc to my buddy. He can put it into his Xbox and then pay whatever the fee is. Whatever it might be. And then he can play it too. Basically, this is to prevent used games and, GameFly and things like that. But then Xbox said that no, this isn't true. I'm sorry, the Xbox support Twitter said that no, this isn't true. There's no fee. So, like I said, mixed information. Really don't understand why they don't understand this across the board, because this would obviously be one of the first questions that come out, because used games have been a hot topic for quite a while now. So they really need to pull their heads out of their asses on this one and figure out what it's supposed to do and give us the right information. Next one. Oh, so since the game is installing to the hard drive whenever you first put in, basically what they said is while it's installing, you can play it. You can pause the install, whatever you want. So, whatever. Whoop-de-doo. So basically the big hubbub about being always online with the new Xbox. It doesn't need to be online always, but it requires an internet connection. Once again, mixed information. I don't quite understand what the heck it means. I think what it's trying to say is when you first put in the disc, to install the game, it needs to connect to the internet to say, yes, this game is his. I don't know. I've read the article. They go into pre-owned games, but they don't really confirm what this means. What does it mean that it doesn't need to always be online, but it requires an internet connection? I don't know. Like I said, they really need to straighten out their information here. One really sour note on this is, and the PlayStation did this, and now the Xbox is doing it too. The Xbox 360 did it, is that it's not backwards compatible with 360 discs. Oh my gosh, I'm all over the place. And this is the big one, or Xbox Live purchases. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Not allowing Xbox Live purchases, it's a goddamn downloadable title. You can move that to another system and put it on the hard drive. I understand that they're talking about like the processor and stuff can't run it, but it's a fucking downloadable title. It pisses me off because you purchase a game and download it, and now all of a sudden with the new hardware you can't play your downloadable titles. Discs, I get it. All right, fine. I don't agree with it, but okay, I get it. And the big reason why I don't agree with it is because I can still run a game that came out for Windows 98 on my PC that's running Windows 7. There's over a decade of time in between those. So I just think it's a cash grab. I'm sure that there's some kind of stuff behind it that it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make logical sense to me. So, anyways. That really burns me, obviously. That's about the game market. They said that it's gonna be out later this year. No big surprise. Now they showed a couple game trailers. And I don't really terribly want to get into them because it's games. I mean, they're gonna be talking more about it at E3. So the few that they did show, which was Forza 5. Not really a racing guy. Not really a racing guy. But I do love Forza Horizon. So, yeah, alright. Then they announced, what was it? Quantum... Oh, come on. Anyways, they announced a Quantum something or another game. And it looks pretty cool. Quantum Break. But it's a pre-rendered video, so I don't know what the game's about. It doesn't tell us really anything, so I'm just not really getting excited for it yet. I don't know what the hell it is. So what else? And they showed a whole bunch of Call of Duty Ghost stuff. There's a whole huge thing about Call of Duty Ghosts. Suffice to say, the things that they're excited about already been there, done that. Like one thing that everybody likes to be hopping on is that they were proud that when you swam, fish get out of your way. That's been for years. I remember screensavers that would do that with Windows. I mean, granted, the graphics are better, and so it may be harder to pull off, but it's nothing. It's nothing. So, anyways, whatever. And the last thing that I believe I want to talk about is that Steven Spielberg is now working with Xbox for a Halo television series. And I believe it's called Wake Up John. Now, nobody actually officially said this, but it was on the screen in the background when they were talking about it. So, sounds cool. I'll watch it. I wonder if they're planning on only bringing it out for Xbox. That would be pretty interesting. And they were working with 343 Industries, which are the people that made Halo 4. So, I'll watch it. I'm not a huge fan of the Halo games, but, if there's a gaming movie or television series, I'll at least give it a shot. So, I watched the Forward into Dawn, so I thought it was alright. Anyways, personally, not terribly excited about the new Xbox. I don't want to be one of those people that hates on every system that when it first comes out, oh, this sucks and things like that. My biggest complaint about it is that it offers nothing that I really haven't seen before aside from the Snap, which is switching between, game and internet and things like that. Aside from, Alt-Tab on the computer. I'm just saying, maybe console players will be amazed and surprised by this stuff, but as a PC guy who's been using computers for years and years, it's not, it's just, there's nothing here that really made me jump out of my chair and was like, yes, this is the future, this is what we needed. It's just a bunch of gimmicky stuff that I'll never use. They keep on trying to push smart glass on me, and I'm not going to buy a Windows phone. Smart glass doesn't appeal to me at all. And I'm not saying that I hate consoles. I have all the latest one. I don't have Wii U, but I have an Xbox 360. I have a PS3. I do enjoy consoles, but I'm just waiting for them to be innovative. Anyways, so that's gonna wrap up my ideas. Be sure to listen to the other guys on Wednesday on the podcast. I'm sure that they'll give you their idea, what they think of the system. And be sure to visit us at RedCouchInn.com. We've got a whole bunch of reviews, videos, things along those lines. If you haven't, you can watch. Most recently, we've played Guns of Icarus online. We had Captain Allen. Was it Allen? I forget. And he was helping us take to the skies and attack. So, anyways, there's my thoughts on the Xbox. Hope you enjoyed it, and the guys will see you on Wednesday, and catch you later. Bye.